This is the 5th episode of the 4th season of Invincible. The episode begins with Alan, the alien, showing Atom Eve some photos of his pet. Afterwards, we see Invincible talking to his father. Omni-Man told everything about his coming to planet Earth, which was just to try to have heirs for the Viltrumite Empire, but said he regretted all of this the moment Mark was born. Nowadays, the Viltrumites will always be a threat to planet Earth, but if Mark decides to help them, they could start a war and put an end to this threat once and for all. With the help of the coalition of planets, they can destroy the Viltrumite Empire, which is why Mark needs to help in the battle. Omni-Man also explains that he was prepared to be destroyed. However, Alan managed to show him a better way by helping those who needed help. Mark says that even so, Omni-Man is still not a good person. As he destroyed many lives on planet Earth, however, his father promises that he will spend the rest of his life doing everything he can to restore the damage he caused to the planet. Invincible says he will have no other choice. If you do not help this coalition of planets, the Viltrumites will soon arrive on planet Earth. He needs to defend his beloved Atom Eve, and I told his father that tomorrow he will be ready to go on this 2-week trip. After that, Omni-Man told Invincible that he would like to apologize to his mother. Invincible didn't like this idea, because by doing so, his father would just be apologizing to himself. Atom Eve, however, said that it would be better for Mark to leave his father alone with his mother, and that's what Invincible did. Later, his father went to talk to his mother. He entered the house, apologizing for everything he did, saying he felt terribly sad after everything that happened. He said he would do everything to try to get his ex-wife's forgiveness, and he also went so far as to say that Oliver's mother didn't mean anything to him, because he actually loves Invincible's mother. But we see that the woman didn't believe anything he said. Words and apologies will not bring back all the people he destroyed, not to mention that the things he said to her were absurd. He will never make her forget that he thought she was just a pet. Very angry, Invincible's mother attacked Omni-Man with several blows and injured her own hand. There is nothing he can say that will make the woman feel better, and she asked him to leave. The next day, we see a supervillain sucking all the city's energy to become more and more powerful, when right then, that superhero that Alan the alien came to Earth to get appears to defeat him.
Integrity at 72%.
And after saving one of the workers at that place, we discover that she is actually a girl. Her father stays on a ship in the atmosphere of planet Earth, coordinating all her missions. This young superhero is called Zoe, and after fighting a lot against that supervillain, she removed the power cables that were powering him, then defeated him with an extremely powerful energy discharge.
Oh, stop it!
Zoe received a warning from her father. There is someone there in space wanting to talk to her. It was Alan himself. He told everything that happened there on Zoe and her father's home planet, and said that now he needs their help to fight this battle against the Viltrumites.
Too much too soon.
Sorry.
Both Zoe and her father immediately agreed to help. After all, they are superheroes, and Alan was very happy. Later, when Oliver got home, Invincible and their mother told him everything about Omni-Man coming to call Invincible to war, and Oliver was very sad because his father didn't even show up to see him. He wants to join this battle to help Invincible. And even though Invincible himself and their mother do not want Oliver to join this war, he insists, and they both end up agreeing. Oliver has a right to try to protect his new mother and his new planet. Their mother, however, had one last request before they left: a family dinner. Everyone helped set the table. Afterwards, they sat down to eat together. It was a very happy and pleasant evening, and soon dinner came to an end. Meanwhile, Omni-Man went to talk to his old friend, the man who makes superhero uniforms. He brought some drinks, so the two of them could chat a little. Omni-Man then apologized to him, and also said that he would really like to be able to return after this war to have a new uniform made by him. But unfortunately, the man said he can't make a uniform for Omni-Man. After all, he is no longer one of his clients, as he only makes uniforms for superheroes.
Dress hero.
We see that throughout the conversation, Art, the uniform maker, was extremely scared. Mark was talking to Eve. She was very scared. She didn't want him to go to war, as Invincible could die. But Mark says their love is above all else and assures her he won't lose his life. He then asks what secret the woman wanted to tell him the day before. But she says it's nothing important and hasn't revealed that she's pregnant. Before going to sleep, she asked that Invincible not lose his life, and the next morning, it was finally time to go to the ship to leave planet Earth. Invincible and Oliver said goodbye to their family, and after Invincible gave Eve a kiss, he and his brother flew towards the ship. Omni-Man was already irritated because Mark never arrived. They are wasting time. Until, right then, both Invincible and Oliver were spotted on radar. The two brothers finally boarded this spaceship, and Oliver is very excited. After all, it's been a long time since he last got on a ship. Right then, Omni-Man appeared. He completely ignored Oliver and told Invincible that he shouldn't have taken his brother. He needs to go home now. But Oliver said he's not going to leave there and needs to defend his new planet. You won't let the same thing happen that happened on your old planet. This is all Omni-Man's fault, and Oliver will stay there. After that, superhero Zoe also arrived. Finally, it was time to start the trip to Telescria, and this trip will take 2 weeks. When the spacecraft began to activate its engines to leave planet Earth, Cecil and everyone at the Pentagon were very apprehensive.
They're leaving. Shh. Don't jinx it.
When the ship finally left, everyone was relieved. This is the first time in 20 years that there are no Viltrumites on planet Earth. I hope this is a good thing. Meanwhile, on the spaceship, everyone knew their accommodations. Some were having fun, like Oliver and Zoe, but Omni-Man, for example, always seemed to be sad. He tried to talk to Oliver, but was always ignored by his own son. Invincible's father can't even feel hungry anymore. After a while, Alan himself went to ask Invincible if he knew what was happening to his father. However, Mark doesn't know what to say. Right then, Zoe appeared saying that her armor sensors detected something strange. Alan's girlfriend said that nothing appeared in the ship system. But right then, an explosion happened. The ship's main engine is melting and will explode soon. They have no other choice. Alan's girlfriend told the former captain of that ship to separate the command center part from the rest of the ship. He did so, and immediately afterwards, the engine and back of the ship exploded. Mark, Zoe and Alan had gone out to look for the others, and after the explosion, Mark managed to find Oliver in the wreckage. He was unconscious, but quickly woke up. They do not know what happened. But as soon as they looked back, Mark saw something terrifying. A Viltrumite ship has arrived. 2 men came out of it, and next to them was Conquest himself. He told Mark, "This is what happens when you do not finish what you start." Oliver told him that the 2 of them already destroyed him once and would destroy him again. He then attacked Conquest, while another Viltrumite attacked Invincible and the third attacked Alan. Conquest landed a blow that left Oliver dizzy, but Oliver still hit him with several blows. Conquest easily held him and was about to crush his head. And the inside of Oliver's brain was already being destroyed, but luckily, Omni-Man appeared to save him. He hit Conquest with a powerful blow and ordered him to take his hands off his son. Invincible easily took down his opponent and went to check on Oliver. Alan, the alien, was fighting alongside Zoe, and Omni-Man was still battling Conquest, but it looks like he's not going to get along until Invincible shows up to help him. Conquest said that last time, Invincible only managed to win because of his magical girlfriend, but today she's not there, and Conquest says he's dying to taste her blood once again. This greatly angered Invincible, who went towards the Conquest at high speed and started hitting him with many blows. Alan had to save Zoe as her armor received a lot of damage. Oliver manages to fight one of the Viltrumites for a few moments, but when he is about to be destroyed, Omni-Man appears to help him. Right then, during this battle, many other Viltrumite Empire soldiers appeared to help. There are many soldiers and Omni-Man, seeing that Oliver was having trouble breathing, sent him to a nearby planet. Conquest saw that Invincible's brother was leaving, and hit Invincible with a blow, so he could follow his brother. Conquest arrived quickly, but Invincible managed to save his brother at the last moment. He said Conquest would never breathe again, and began squeezing his throat with his hands. Conquest hit Invincible with many blows, but Mark still wouldn't let go of his throat. Meanwhile in space, Omni-Man realized that this battle would not be easily won and sent Alan and Zoe to find a safe place and went to that planet.
Mark, where's Conquest?
Zoe had an idea. She asked Alan to follow her, then passed through the soldiers, headed towards the Viltrumite ship, and hid inside. They couldn't find both of them. Meanwhile, Mark was still squeezing Conquest's throat. The Viltrumite would try everything to defend himself, but Mark is willing to put his own life at risk to destroy him. The two cross the surface of the planet. Conquest lands very powerful blows against Invincible, who never lets go of his throat. His face is turning purple. Conquest tries everything to make Mark release him, but Invincible even bites off one of his fingers. Oliver and Omni-Man search for the two, and quickly manage to find them. After a long time, Conquest managed to pierce Invincible's abdomen with one blow. He thought he would win, but Mark got stronger. He continued squeezing the Conquest's throat while the Viltrumite pulled out all of his internal organs. Mark felt a lot of pain, but he didn't let go of the Viltrumite's neck. He kept pulling at his organs, but Mark didn't give up. The pain must have been impressive. After a long time, Mark finally managed to eliminate Conquest and fell right beside him. Omni-Man arrived with Oliver and they saw this scary scene. After that, we see that Alan's girlfriend had to leave that place along with the rest of the crew, and the leader of the coalition of planets said she did an amazing job. Alan and the others are powerful allies and will be able to find their way back. We see that the Viltrumites were still looking for Alan and Zoe, but they couldn't find them and were afraid because when they returned to their planet, Regent Thrag wouldn't like what happened. We see that Alan and Zoe were hidden inside the ship. Thanks to the capabilities of her armor, they are camouflaged and will have to spend their time playing video games and hoping that this ship doesn't return to the Viltrumites' planet. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
That or nothing, but you can't give me, like,